my organs were pretty much shutting down. And I went from a guy who could run 205 miles to a guy who couldn't get out of bed. And the doctors were trying to search what was wrong. That's why I figured out the psoas muscle. No one figured it out. And I hit it by accident. So I've missed 2 days of stretching out in 5 years. And so what happened was all the shit I did to myself, the stress I was under, physical, mental, all kind of shit, it just choked me out from the inside. And doctors put me on all kind of medication. And the medication started doing the exact opposite of
what kind of shit?
I was on DHEA. I was on some different things for my estrogen, different things for my. I was on anything to do with your, with your endocrine system. Thyroid medicine. Good God, I was on cortisol, all kind of shit to get my stuff. I had like this lump in my throat from like the heart was always. I couldn't run down the street. My body was just jacked up. Couldn't sleep. My whole body was just down, shutting down. I could give you a lot more than that, but just to give you an example, I was fucking dying. And so I couldn't do anything. I went from a guy who was this guy to a guy who can't do shit. And the doctor's like, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. You know, your labs are this. Is it PTSD? Is it what's going on? I knew it wasn't any of that shit. So I sat in the bed one day and I realized, man, my life is over. This is it. But it gave me time to reflect on everything I had accomplished, because I'd never taken time to reflect on the kid I was to the man I am now. So honestly, the time I wasn't working out, it was the best time of my life, because I got a chance to really reflect back and be proud of who I became. 'Cause I never took time to do that. It was like one after another. Get the fuck after it, get after it, get after it. You ain't good enough, motherfucker. Get after it, get after it. And I got halted. So anyway, this process went on for a while. More medication. This isn't working. That's not working. No doctor can figure it out. I'm like, fuck it. I saw this doc about 8 years before this happened. And he was like, hey, man, you're so fucking tight. I've never seen anybody in my life as tight as you. You need 50,000 hours of stretching. He threw out some crazy number. I was like, whatever. Stretching, you know, stretching's bad for you. So
you thought stretching was bad for you?
Yeah, stretching is bad for you, man.
Why did you think that?
I read some article, man, fuck stretching, man. You know, I worked out so hard, I didn't have time to stretch, man. I was running 150 miles a week. I was biking to work, man. I was getting after it, man. I was working a full-time job. And stretching, I ain't doing that. So my body was literally getting tighter and tighter, not just from what I was doing. Everybody thinks, oh, because you ran this. No, it wasn't that, man. And so I said, no, I'm going to try to stretch out. So I don't do anything for like 10 minutes or, you know, I don't do no 6-minute abs bullshit. So I started stretching out 1 hour, hour and a half. Long story short, man, I shave my head almost every morning. And that bump that was on the back of my fucking head, I started realizing it was shrinking for some fucking reason. I don't know why, because I shaved my head back and I was like, it's getting smaller. Smaller that bump got, healthier I got. Smaller that bump got, I was like, oh, hold up, motherfucker, what's going on? That psoas muscle started getting more and more stressed out, more and more relaxed. And over a period of 5 years, I'm in the best shape of my damn life right now from stretching out.
Wow.
That's all it was. I went from like, I can't even count the medications I was on. Now I'm on a very low dose thyroid pill, period. So I've been stretching out now for 174 minutes. And you're probably wondering why I'm stretching out so late. Had to do a 10-mile run. Had to go to the gym. I'm writing my book, which is taking me a long time. Had about 600 emails and different posts. I had to respond to different comments. And you know what? If I went to sleep right now, it would haunt me. It would bother me that I missed my stretch. So life's about sacrifice. Life's about having self-discipline. Life's about focus. All those things. And there's 24 hours in a day. Make it work to your advantage. And yes, I do get plenty of sleep, but life is all about sacrifice to achieve what you want.
Well, what is a normal day?
Normal day for me, a normal day. So let's say a light day.
Light day.
Light day is at least a 7-mile run. I will every other day, so about 4 days a week, calisthenics plus gym workout. So I don't do any gym workout without hitting pull-ups, push-ups. I call it nickels and dimes. So like 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, or I'll go, quarters and whatever, like it's like 25 pull-ups or in like 50 push-ups. So I have all these different things I mess up. So I will do weights with calisthenics, and every single night I stretch for at least every night. I stretch for at least 2 hours.
2 hours?
Every night. Every night.
So you stretch after you're done working out?
Yeah, so at nighttime, usually I'll be either in a quiet room or I'll be watching TV or I love sports. Be watching the game and I'm on the floor, man. And that's what I do.
So you just stretch while you're doing stuff?
I stretch while I do stuff.
2 hours is a long-ass time to stretch. Is this just because you're trying to correct all
I'm trying to correct
years of not doing that?
No, years of this.
Do you ever fuck with yoga?
A lot.
Yeah?
Yoga's the shit.
What do you do, hot yoga?
I have my own yoga. Mm-hmm. So I kind of invented my own little yoga for what my body needs. I've done hot yoga several times. Yoga's huge. Yoga's huge. Like holding those positions. And I'm big in holding them for a long period of time. So that's where my stretching is. Like people say, don't hold stretches for a long time. I hold them for a long period of time. 'Cause I'm trying to get full range of motion. A lot of people go in for like my shoulders all messed up. I get surgery on it. Nah. If you don't have full range of motion in your body, don't go in and get cut on, man, until you know that your body is actually opened up. You know, we start to get knuckle dragger syndrome from doing all these push-ups. You never work your back, you know, like your rear delts. So here you are, you start hunching over. Before you know it, your joints are out of whack. You need to get full range of motion before you know how fucked up you truly are. So I'm always working on full range of motion like a kid. They run so effortlessly. They're always in full range of motion. As you get older and tighter and sit and more stressed, your body starts to get more and more tight. Therefore, your shoulders start to get out of balance and out of joint and out of socket. Therefore, you know, it's popping.
Yeah.
It's popping because you're fucking tight. Open it up first. Open it up. Can you touch your hands behind each other and raise them up behind you? You know, it's all these different ranges of motion that I got real smart on from a guy, and I took it to another level.
So do you work with a trainer, or do you always work out by yourself?
Everything I do, I've never had a trainer in my entire life.
Really?
Never. Not one time.
Do you read about physiology or exercise science or anything like that?
Nothing.
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 But what about like when they learn new shit about new ways to, you know, enhance shoulder stability
Right.
or new exercises? You're not interested?
Nope. I don't I don't do it for that reason.
What do you do it
still
for?
to this day, man. Still this day. To this day, it is for me to become better mentally. How I look has just become I have thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles on this body, running, pull-ups, push-ups, swimming, whatever you want to call it. This body is what it is now. It's from repetition. It's not from studying, you know, hey, if you hold a plank for this long, fuck all that bullshit. I don't care about it. I just do it for my mind.
Right.
I want to continue to harden because that's the only thing I want. That's what I want. I want to have that mind ready for life.
But you also want to increase your range of motion, like
Oh,
you
yeah,
said before.
range of motion is
You want to
huge.
make sure that you're not causing any additional injuries. Wouldn't you want to like stabilize some areas that maybe you feel like you might have weaknesses and find out new techniques to do that?
Have you seen me with my shirt off?
No.
Yeah. It's stable as fuck.